Hey guys, welcome to today's webinar. I will be hosting it alone today. Joe is not able to join us, unfortunately. I see we have a few people online. Hello, everybody. So I think you can see my screen. Yeah, I'm sharing, so we can start. The first item I prepared for today is this, and this is kind of something like we already have. And I just wanted to go through this with you guys to make sure nothing else is needed for this. So it says Google Rich Snippets Data Integrations. I think it would be awesome if you could develop a Google Rich Snippets Data Integration to display aggregate star ratings below search results for our clients' websites. This has a direct impact on the CTR in SERP and is a huge selling point. And going to our app, then widgets. When we open up a widget and we click on the embed code, we have two options. We have the embed code that you can install on your website, and we have the review schema. And this is actually what should do as requested in this feature request. This is an example screenshot, and it would show the 5-star, the rating, and number of ratings, which we have included in the schema code. Does anybody see anything else that could be improved about this, or anything else that's missing? In my opinion, and this is already, it can be already used. It's ready to be used. Adil is asking, how do you add the widget to the site? So firstly, you go into the widgets section, you click on the create widget button, and then it takes you to this screen. Then you get the embed code, and to add the widget to the website, you copy this code and just place it on your website. If it's an embed layout like the grid or column, you just put it wherever you want it displayed. Or if it's a hover like this, you can put it at the end of the HTML before the body is closed in your source code. Adele, you can put it anywhere on your website. That's the thing. You can choose wherever you want to display it. It's not so on any website you have, you can choose where to embed the code. I hope that makes sense. Tom says on the review schema, the number is not dynamic. It would need to be changed all the time. That's a good point. Unfortunately, I don't think Google would allow for this to be dynamically inserted, but this is something that is worth looking into. So I'll add here, we already have the reviews schema on the widgets. We'll need to do some research if it can be made dynamic. Yeah, so that's a very good point, Tom, but I'll have to do some research first, and we'll see about that. Sorry, just hit refresh by mistake. that's also what ads is asking, would that ever dynamically update? So yeah, it's part of the same thing. It wouldn't. Right now, the way it's built, in here, you copy paste this to your website and it will be fixed to these values. So you will have to update it frequently. But yeah, I added some notes here to make this dynamic and do some research and check if that's possible. Adil is asking, do we need to create a page on website? Well, you can either create a page on the website, on your website, or you can embed it on your homepage in whatever section you would like it to be displayed. We don't have a documentation on WordPress, unfortunately, but you can hit me up on the chat on our website, Adil, and I can help you more with how to put the widgets on your website over there. From Tom, can we have some web code that will pull the current reviews and ratings? That would be so much better. Yeah, that's also part of this, doing some research to see if we can pull these dynamically. Yeah, Paul says that's a good point. I didn't realize the schema code needs to be edited every time. Yeah, actually, I didn't realize it either until today when Tom brought it up. So yeah, it's a very, that's why we do these webinars, so you guys can help us and come up with these ideas, because it's very good for us. It does help. What is the difference between scheme and without schema? Adil, so without the schema, you just copy paste this code from here into your website, and the way the widget looks in, like in here, that's how it will display on your website. But with the schema, that's just for Google, so that it shows the ratings on Google, like in this screenshot example right here. So there are two different embed codes for different purposes. Yeah, Tom, I actually thought about a WordPress plugin as well. That's a very good idea. The WordPress plugin would definitely help make it dynamic. The only problem with that is that it will only work on WordPress. So if there's some, if there are people using regular HTML websites or any kind of other CMS, or even though the WordPress is the most the one that's mostly used. But if there are other people using other types of websites, they will not be able to use it. But yeah, I can add here maybe a WordPress plugin if no other options are found. Right, any other thoughts on these guys, on this item, guys? We'll put this under review because I still need to go and do some research on it, see what's the best way to implement it. From ads, a theoretical option, the widget uses a script to load the plugin, perhaps a script in the header that loads the schema content dynamically. Yeah, that would work. I actually thought about that. Hello, Dan. I actually thought about that too, ads. The only thing I'm wondering is, would Google be able to parse it? would the Google bot be able to parse it if it's loaded dynamically after the page loads with the JavaScript code, and it's not part of the main source code of the website? That's my only concern. But yeah, I'll also add your idea in here to the research on it. Another option would be embed a JavaScript code in the header that pulls the values dynamically and then inserts the reviews schema code in the web in the source code. I just thought about this, if we could maybe do both. Do some research whether you can implement both options. So the user would be able to choose. So you can come in here, review schema, you could, maybe we could have some 3 tabs here, static, which is the current, then dynamic, which would be the dynamic JavaScript embed, and the third option, download WordPress plugin. I think that would work. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I'll get back to it later. Okay. Next item is social post enhancements. Features I'd like to see in the social post enhancements. A WYSIWYG editor, image editor for the template with the ability to reposition text, background images, change fonts and sizes, change the star colors, etc. I like this idea. I really like it. The ability to add or remove components to the image. I could disable showing the source site icon, show the stars or not, etc. Third request, yeah, this was a comment I put in here earlier, because besides this, so while we're on the same item, is a third request I have was to, when auto posting every 7 days, so when posting every 7 days, they had about 100 reviews pulled in, and it matched, they all matched the filters, and they all went out immediately, so that was an issue. And the request was only post one item after every 7 days, and if there are more reviews that match what's in the filters, only post that one and place the rest in a queue, and then keep posting one review every other 7 days. Or my idea was have this customizable, maybe a setting like submit a maximum number of this many reviews. You could choose this option within 7 days, not more than that. And then you could either choose that or just submit all new reviews that are found within those 7 days. You're welcome, Tom. What do you guys think about these items in here? Anything you'd like to add about these, or any other ideas you have about social posting enhancements? Adil is asking, is the social posting for posting of reviews only or other kinds of posts? Yeah, it's only for reviews posting. You can post images of reviews on Facebook, Twitter, and Google. Paul says, I like the idea of posting a max number for a given period. Okay, we already have the given period customization. So in social posting, you can say auto posting every this many days. The default would be 7. Just changed it to 1 here. But we could add another field in here that says how many reviews within that period. Ads is saying for the queue, can we control the contents of the queue? For example, can we click a review and can we click a review and add to social post queue? Excuse me, guys, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So ads was saying for the queue, can we control the contents of the queue? For example, can we click a review and add to social post queue, and then it will get posted in sequence. And then if we want to rearrange the order of the posts, we can do that too. Oh yeah, for sure, that's a great idea. So on top of that, have a display of the queue and allow for changing the queue, like rearranging the order, be able to manually add reviews to the queue, and remove items from the queue. I think also a good idea would be to preview the image of the item in the queue and be able to regenerate it, like choose a different theme, have the ability to preview the image in the queue, choose a different theme and regenerate it. I think that would be helpful. Oh, I need to refresh this. Okay. Any other thoughts on this? think that's it. Okay, next item, enhanced star rating calculator. It would look nicer and capture leads if you could model the star rating calculator from this website. It is quicker, more flexible to type in numbers, and our current calculator only allows up to 100 reviews to be entered in the slider. I have prospects with more reviews than that, so the calculator doesn't work for them. Also, the sample widget could be used to capture emails. Okay. So let me go to the agency account and open up a star rating calculator. All right, so this is what we have right now. Current Google rating, current number. Yeah, we have it maxed at 100. And I see another message in here that until this is done, or if this idea is rejected, please at least make the number of current reviews more flexible. Type in or jumps to larger numbers and make the font for the required number of 5-star reviews much larger to stand out. Okay, so the font for this, make it larger. I guess for the number only. Yeah. Also hyphenate 5-star. Here, okay. That makes sense. So for quick fixes, let me reply here actually. Can do this initially as a quick solution. But then we can also implement what Tom described here. So our widget would be able to display this and allow you to enter the numbers instead of having to slide. So I think this could be a different type of widget. We could rename this to star rating calculator, and then maybe add a tag on it that says slider, and then have another one to the right here that says star rating calculator, and put a different tag on it like manual insertion or something like that. Another type of 5-star rating calculator, and add tags. Unless you guys have other ideas about this. Widgets, and one would be tagged as manual insertion, and the other one would be a slider. Does that sound good, Tom? And the manual insertion would be what you send as an example here. Okay, cool. So we're good here. I see a message from Nick Wiley. Can you talk about how pulling in reviews from Amazon works? Is there a way to pull in reviews from all products or one? Let me open up an example of an Amazon link. So in ReviewGrower, you would be able to add an Amazon URL like this. And I guess this is for one product only. You will not be able to add all your products at once. Another question about Amazon. Can we get Amazon UK in the list of review sites, please? I'm not sure if it's possible yet, but Nishit, if you'd like, can you please try that in ReviewGrower? And if it's not working, please hit me up on the chat and remind me about this so I can make it work, because it's only a matter of allowing the extension .co.uk to be used in the URL. It's not a big deal. I just need to be reminded over there so I don't forget about this. Thanks. Nick is asking, okay, what about the option to add more than one product reviews? That's a very good question, and I would say let's, if you like, can you please add it to the roadmap as a feature request, and then I can talk to Joe about it and see what implications that has, and we can schedule it for the next webinar, and we can talk about it then. Okay, thanks, Nick. Also from Nick as well. Also on the new manual review adding option, can you allow us to type in the dates instead of having to click back in time? Oh, you mean when adding manual reviews? Oh, I see. So instead of having to click and go back and so on, you like to just type it in here. That would be easier and faster. Sure. Can you also add that to the roadmap as a feature request, just so we have track of it and it doesn't get lost? Adil, can you contact me on the chat on reviewgrower.com or inside the app about that, please? I can definitely help you, but here is not the best place for that. Just hit me up on the chat and we can talk about it there. Thanks. As also says, same applies for eBay. The eBay UK URL doesn't work last time I checked. Okay, so that would be another website where we have. Actually, I can take my notes in here in my notepad, because these are quick changes I can do for you guys. So I'll just take some notes here. Add enable UK for the following websites: Amazon and eBay, and also check what other websites have enabled. Hello, Marinos. Yes, you will receive the replay of the webinar either sometimes tomorrow or on Monday. Okay, moving on to the next item in my list. Review done, checkbox. It will be very helpful if there is a checkbox when the reviewer leaves a review. That way we can see at a glance those who have not to follow up if we want to. So in the contact section, unfortunately, it's not possible to auto detect if they left a review or not. Well, I guess it could be possible, but not always. For example, when I add my contacts in here, I can enter their name, but when the review comes in from the websites, they might have the name a little different. So if it doesn't match their name, I wouldn't be able to. The system will not detect that it's them who left the review. So what we could do is we already have the checkbox, and we could add another action in here. Besides invite, archive, or unarchive, or delete, we could say also left the review or some type of action like that. And then maybe also a filter to only display contacts that did not leave a review yet. We already have the checkbox on the contacts page. What we need is another action, another pull action. After review, and a filter to only show contacts that didn't leave a review yet. I think I should do it for this one. Any thoughts on this, guys? On this item? Okay, I think we can move on. Next item, add email validation to first page of sign up. It is more efficient to validate the email address on the initial sign up page as opposed to checking on the second page and sending them back to the first page. Yeah, that's a very good point. I think we'll actually have another request like this. And we have, we need to do more validation. So on first step, validate all fields before moving on to the next step. I think that's what we also said in that request. Questions from Nick. Would there be any ability to track email opens? No, unfortunately not. We don't have that power. Maybe we could, but I'm not sure. We would have to. So as each of you is integrating their own email platform like Gmail or AWS SES or Yahoo or any other services, we will need to check what options do they give us. And it will be very hard to implement, or it will take a long time. It would be worth it to add it as a feature request, but I'm not sure. I need to talk about that with Joe as well. Next item, clarify password field on sign-up form. Some of my customers are asking for me for the password on the sign-up form and realizing this is for their new account. so they need to create their own. If you add a confirm password field, which is standard for passwords for new accounts, and give the option to reveal the password simultaneously, removing the confirmation field, this will be clear to them. Okay, so on the sign up page, yeah, so after the password, we could have a confirm password field, and more validation will be done here as well. And then have the eye icon to the right of the field to display it or to reveal it or unreveal it. Okay, I think this is pretty straightforward. Adding day and time limits in which text and emails should be sent. In the contact settings screen, it would be great to have the ability which days and between which beginning and ending hours requests should be sent. It doesn't make sense if a business owner adds a review at 11 p.m. to go out right then. It would wait to send out only for only the day selected and in between start and finish times with local time zone. In regards to previous item, Tom says some don't understand that this is a sign-up page. They think it's a sign-in page. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so if they see password and confirm password, that makes more sense for them. That it's a sign-up page and not login. And it's also good because they might type in some character by mistake, and then they forget. They don't forget their password, but they think they have the right password, and they don't, so they cannot log in. So that's not the reason for a confirm password field. In regards to this, in the invite campaign, in Get Reviews, we actually have the ability to add in here a wait, and then you can say wait until 12 p.m. and then you can specify the time zone. So if you do that, you can add contacts at any time of the day, but if it's before this time, it will wait until this time. So for example, even if it's 1 a.m. and you add the contact, if auto invite is enabled, then they will be invited at 12 p.m. not earlier than that. The only thing that's missing here is specify the days. So I guess that could be another setting. And I would say those settings should be added here only if auto invite is enabled, because you can also go manually and then you can do that anytime. But if auto invite is enabled, wait until specific time of the day is already available in the invite campaign. What we can also add as settings if auto invite is enabled. Only send on these days like Monday, Tuesday, etc., or all days, or any day actually. The other thing was in between start and finish times. This would be a little bit in conflict with what we already have. Because right now it's waiting until a specific time of the day. And I'm not sure how adding this setting would work in conjunction with this one. I think it would actually create more problems than fixing problems. Do you guys have any ideas about this? Do you think this would be enough? Okay, so I think we're good then. Oh, I see a message from ads. Alex, for this, I think we should set a schedule window. Let's say 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Emails, SMS should go out in that window. Okay, that should be doable. The only thing is I'm thinking about is if you come in here and you enable this applet, let's call it applet, and then you have a setting that should only send between 9 and 10 a.m., for example. Then it would wait until 12 p.m., but then it would miss the range. It will create a conflict. That's the only issue I'm thinking about. Okay, ads is saying if something gets added at 8 p.m., it gets held until 10 a.m. the next day. Okay, so this acts like wait until this time, but then don't send until it matches that range, the schedule window. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Actually, the delay in the campaign achieves more or less the same result. Well, yeah, the only thing is this if it's before 12 p.m. and you add 100 contacts, they all get sent out at 12. But if you would set a window, a scheduled window of 1, 2, or more hours, maybe we could drip them during that time, but that adds a lot more complexity to it. So that's why I wasn't sure if it's a very good idea to implement these options. I was talking to Joe about this as well, and just sending them at the same time. He never had any issues with this. He never got blocked or anything, or marked as spam, so he doesn't see this as an issue, and he has a lot of experience with this. So that's why I'm not sure if it's worth it, if it's worth putting the time and working on this very complex feature. So if you guys think the delay in the campaign achieves kind of the same result, I would say let's not include the other one because it's too complex. Okay, thanks for the confirmation ads. So you're happy to use the delay instead of sending schedule. Okay, perfect. And I've got the last item on my list. Don't stop invite campaign. So I had a request to see if there was an option to not stop the invite campaign. The user would like to manually go into the platform and remove the content once they get a notification from Google that the review has been made. Is that something we can do? Maybe have another radio button that says don't turn off campaign or something similar. Okay, so I'm thinking also here in the contact section, we can have another option, auto stop invite campaign. And if they click on the link in the email or SMS, and then they click on currently the way it works, in the review funnel editor, I know we have an option for this. Let me try to remember what it is. Because it's very related. I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what it is. Or maybe it wasn't here. But we have something like you can choose if the campaign should stop after they click the link in the email or if they click on a review link. So a third option would be to not stop the campaign at all. As is saying, I think what Matthew is asking for is an infinite invite campaign. At the moment, we have as many steps that as we configure it to have, and then it ends. But then it sounds like Matthew wants it to just loop and keep going until the contact is deleted. Yeah, so instead of stopping the campaign when the contact takes action, like clicking the link or clicking a review site, we would have a setting to not stop it. That's it. Okay, so let me. Currently, we have these options in the review funnel. Stop campaign when link in email SMS is clicked, or stop campaign when review site is clicked in the review funnel page. We can add a third option, don't stop campaign until contact is deleted. I think that should do it. And I have a message question from Paul Wakenfield. What is the status of having multiple locations under a business account, all associated with a single user? Currently, if you add another location, you have to supply another user and email address. It's not done yet, but I'm hoping to have it done maybe next week. It's not a lot of work, so we can do it pretty soon, I think. It's just not done yet. Okay, cool. Okay, so that was the last item for today. Do you guys have any other thoughts on this or anything else? You're welcome, Nick. Thank you. You're welcome, ads. Also, thank you. And thanks, everybody. I think we had a very good session today. We covered a lot of items. And looking forward to our next webinar in 2 weeks from now. And hopefully we'll get more items done until then. We also have a lot of stuff, as we shared in the last webinar, we have a lot of things going on. So hopefully you'll see some of that released as soon as possible so you can play with it. Have a great day, guys, and have a good weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.